Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talk the Night Away podcast. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the podcast. So how was your New Year's, Noah?
Oh, my New Year's? I didn't do anything for it. I just kind of sat here playing games because for the past, I don't know how many years I've gone out for it, and I wanted a night where I can just chill at home.
I mean, did you have a good time at least?
No, I was playing League. League and Tarkov, so no, I did not have a good time.
Yeah, I can see that.
How about you? What'd you get into?
I really didn't get into much. I worked New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so I didn't get to
New Year's Eve as well.
Yeah, I didn't get to drink or
No, I
anything
worked
like
day.
that.
I worked New Year's Day.
Yeah, I didn't get to drink for New Year's really. New Year's Eve we had a little thing, like me, my mom, and my dad just kind of like sat up, watched the ball go wide left in that Ohio State game.
Oh boy, I got more to talk about that later because
Yeah,
I won't reveal anything now.
I'm sure.
We'll wait till we get there.
But yeah, that happened right at midnight. My mom
Yeah,
had
right when the ball dropped.
Yeah, I know. My mom had the ball dropping on her phone, like pulled up, and then we had the game on the TV, and that was depressing. But yeah, New Year's Day I didn't really do anything all that interesting either. I didn't really sleep New Year's Eve, so I worked a morning shift New Year's Day, and after that I went home and slept for like a good 3 or 4 hours, and then got up, ate some dinner, and hopped on and played games, primarily League and Val.
That's basically it. I just got off work and voice crack. Oh god. I hope that didn't pick up. Basically worked and just came home on New Year's Day and did the same old thing, just hopped on my PC and started watching YouTube or playing something. I don't remember what I did. That was a couple days ago. Oh yeah, you know how we usually record on Sundays? Yeah, it is currently Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, the day the podcast goes out.
Morning, yeah.
It's 12:45 or 12:25 a.m.
We were gonna do it
Wednesday morning.
We were gonna do it on Sunday, but both of us were just kind of drained from working throughout the week, and
which I'm kind of happy we didn't, because we have something in the sports world to talk about that happened yesterday.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get to
Monday.
that until next week.
Yeah, so got a couple things we can talk about, which is nice.
Yeah, we definitely got I think it worked out this week. Being lazy worked out this week.
Yeah.
But
one thing that came out about New Year's is I started meal prepping. It's pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
My girlfriend. Yeah, it's kind of nice just being able to go to my fridge, grab a meal right there, ready to go.
Is that like your main resolution?
No, it was my girlfriend's, but I figured I'd do it with her.
Do you have any interesting
That way
ones?
she's motivated to keep doing it. Not yet. All we did was just chicken and rice for week 1.
I meant resolutions.
Oh, resolution. I thought you meant like meals. I got some good meals coming up for.
I'm interested in that too, to be honest.
Yeah, my resolution was not to have a resolution, and then I realized that fucks it all because it's a paradox. So, yeah. How about you? You got anything you want to achieve or change?
Well, due to last week's episode, I really want one of them is to get the podcast out on time. I'd like to do it weekly, get it out on time. I could use every excuse in the book.
2 days late.
Yeah, I can use every excuse in the book, but I'm gonna edit it right after this is done. That way, it's ready to go.
Okay. Nice.
But
you guys can tell it probably doesn't take much to edit it.
No, not at all. I also I want to stream at least 3 times a week.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to get more into that.
Interesting. You got a pretty good following on Twitch already. Start from there.
I got a decent one.
Might as well keep it going.
Some decent friends, decent people watching. My chat's always normally pretty good until you show up.
Yeah. My one friend that's from England, this old guy named Willie Leakage on Twitch. He was streaming Red Dead Redemption RP yesterday, and it's a guy I know from Holdfest. 3 of us in the Holdfest Discord went into his stream, which is pissing him off.
How are you doing that? What were you doing?
Just asking him really weird hypothetical questions in chat. or kept typing, "Hey, say the word. It's 1890. Say the word." And he was getting pissed off. And then we were just making fun of him for the way he was role playing in the game because he had no idea what he was doing, but he felt like he knew everything. It was so funny.
We were trolling Schemy as well.
Yeah, Schemy. Schemy's one of Tommy's friends here. I'm gonna say it's one of my friends that we play games with. Yes.
Primarily League, yeah.
Primarily League, and he's your typical 12-year-old squeaker rager that grew up. Just still does the same shit where he just screams constantly, and it's kind of annoying.
He kind of reminds me of a Tyler one.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's a good. No, see, Tyler one's funny though. Schemy is not. Schemy, I hope you're watching this. This is how we're testing to see if you're watching this. Or listening
exactly.
To this.
You gotta listen. You gotta pay attention.
I'll just wait till later in it when I talk more shit on Schemy. Just to get him to watch all the way through and see nothing else.
So, that's pretty much all I have to say about New Year's and my week. Other than one other thing is trying to get you a job at where I work. That's pretty interesting.
Trying. We'll see what happens there.
I'll get you it. I mean, all I have to do is dial my in and you're in.
True.
I just didn't want it. I did not that I didn't want it to come to that. I just didn't want to bother her with it because she's like really busy when it comes to that kind of thing. But
yeah. But
if they're dragging their feet.
Speaking of that, it's kind of crazy. So Tommy has a manager there. I'm not gonna say his name, but he walked up to him and said, "Hey, my friend Noah," and said my last name is wants to get a job here. He applied. And how old do you think your manager is?
I would say somewhere between like 26 and 30.
Yeah, so he's probably about 4 years plus older than me, and he knew exactly who I was and described me to him. Which is weird. He
goes, "Is he a redhead kid?"
Is he a redhead kid? Yeah, I used to play soccer with him. Like, there's me thinking, like, I've never played soccer. I did like an indoor church league at my church when I was like 12. No, I wasn't even 12. I was like 10.
I can't believe that he like remembered you.
But like, it's weird because he showed me a picture of him. I've never seen this guy in my life. No clue who the hell it is, and I'm kind of creeped out.
It's funny though. It's funny. It's funny though because like I went on Facebook and like showed Noah who he was, and then when I went into work the next day, I was like, "Yeah, he says he doesn't know who you are," and then the manager goes, "Oh well, I looked up him on Facebook and it's definitely him." So you did the same thing we did.
Just fucking goofy. But yeah, I did like an indoor soccer league, which lasted a month for my church. That was just people that go to my church that did it back in 5th grade. Was it 5th? Yeah, it was 5th grade because that was when I had my long hair. Because I had lost a bet, which looked atrocious, but I wasn't allowed to get my hair cut for a year. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm, like, it's insane that the dude knows who I am.
Like, remembers you.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
I feel like you do have like a lasting impression though.
See, I don't know. That was how many years ago? That was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane to me.
I don't know. To me at least, it just feels like you're not forgettable.
I get that a lot. Like, I've met so many damn people in my life just from networking and all that, and especially at, like, when I was in college, just meeting a lot of people, and I'll just be walking and somebody will run up to me and say, "Oh, hey, what's up, Davies? How are you?" I'm like, nice to see you again. I'm good. Yeah, and I have no fucking clue who they are. And it's like at the most random times. I was in, where was it? I was in Disney last year, and somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, what's up, Davies? How are you?" I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" Like, I'm 1,000 miles away from my home. How do you know me? It's kind of weird.
See, we're kind of like opposite there. Like, the friends I have, I'm like pretty close with, but like I don't know that many people like outside of my group. Like, I tend to keep my group kind of small.
I'm just a very social person.
Like I can,
So
I feel like I'm not like antisocial. It's just that like
yeah.
I don't like I won't just walk up and talk to like anybody
Oh,
type of
I
thing.
have zero problem walking up and just talking to people.
It's not like I'm afraid to. To me, it's just like normally I wait until I hear something like that I'm interested in, and then I'll go ahead and like kind of like talk to somebody.
Yeah, but no, I have no problem just walking up talking because whenever I was just think like my friends when I was younger, when I say younger, I mean back in high school, like they were terrified of people. They were kind of introverted a little bit, it seemed
Right.
back then. So I'd always have to be the one to initiate conversations with people. I have to like figure stuff out like that. So kind of grew into me, like grew into it.
Right.
But it makes sense as well because where my dad used to work, he was like a high official up in the union that was there. So I was constantly, like, at the age of like 10, I was constantly having to meet new people.
Right.
So I kind of just broke out of it and started talking to everybody. It's great. But yeah, it's a good skill to have is people skills.
No,
Being a little extroverted, I feel it benefits
I don't
people a lot.
disagree. I feel like especially if you want to ever go into any type of like entrepreneuring or like do anything on your own like business wise or
Low key, I've been thinking recently. I kind of want to get into like politics, which
yeah,
is
and like
weird.
that's
Not
like a
like
good way to
not
do
like
it
big
though.
stuff, but like I want to do like local stuff, like here in almost dropped to where we are in the
I
Youngstown
mean,
area.
I'm not gonna lie, your Twitter just kind of flat out says where we are.
Austin
So
Town,
yeah,
Ohio.
it doesn't matter.
Run for like local government there to see what happens with that. I feel like I can have a good impact. I've been, leaders of many organizations throughout the past 10 years, 15 years.
I don't disagree.
Great.
I feel like you're one of the
That
more
could be
logical thinkers too when it comes to
Yeah.
things. Like it's not just like I feel like your mind is more open than most people's when it comes
Yes.
to like most topics.
Especially since anything political wise, like I'm on both sides of the spectrum.
Right.
I remember in high school I had to take a political alignment test for my government class, and then they separated the room where like conservatives sat on this side of the room, Democrat or liberals sat on this side of the room, the moderates sat in the middle, and my teacher was amazed because I legit got a 50-50 split. I am right down the middle. So she had to figure out where the fuck to put me. It was funny.
To me, it just depends. Like, I'm definitely in between, but it's like I don't know. I don't want to get too much into. I don't want to get into that right now.
So New Year's just happened, right? I know I'm backtracking a bit, but I want to ask a question.
What's that?
What is like one of your like craziest New Year's Eve stories? Do you have any? Like you're at somewhere and something crazy happened.
Honestly, no. New Year's normally is like a family thing for me, which is weird because a lot of people go out and like do crazy shit for New Year's, but for me, I I have a lot more like crazier stories when it comes to like Christmas stuff and things like that, and like Halloween. Like I like New Year's is normally like a family thing for me. Like the worst I
Gotcha.
think that I've done is like get pissed drunk and like throw up in front of my great grandmother, and she's just shaking her head because of how fucking like wasted I am.
That's pretty funny. You should do that more often. You should throw up in front of people more.
True.
Oh, I'm gonna break
I
away from
was
this
I,
topic
I
real
was
quick.
gonna
I'll
say
circle back to it.
I was gonna say I assume
couple
you have
months
some
ago,
stories.
couple months ago, like maybe about 6 months ago, we were playing Valorant,
Yeah,
and you got
I
so
know the
drunk,
story.
you threw up all over your bed.
Yeah. And you
You
called me like 18
Oh
times.
yeah, because we were playing Valorant, and you go, yeah, I'm not feeling that good, and then you just stood up and walked away.
My
Right?
camera
You
was
had
on too.
Your camera was on. We watched you walk away, and I watched you walk back and forth 3 times past your door. And I called you, like, I was like, what the fuck happened to him? Did he just pass out? We're like, yes, let me call him. Let's make sure he's okay. And you dropped the bombshell that you just threw up all over your bed.
The
'cause
worst
you laid down for a
decision
second.
you can make when you're that drunk is standing up, because then how drunk you are truly hits you.
Oh, 100%.
Like if I would have just stayed in my chair, like my stomach probably still would have been a little fucked up, but I don't think I would have like projectile vomited on anything. But like as soon as I stood up, I was like, oh shit. And it's like really choppy from that night. Like I remember we were in the middle of like a vow round. I'm pretty sure I was like one of the last alive, and I just got up and left.
You
I don't
did.
even
It
think
was
I
like
didn't even come back.
you didn't. You left in the middle of the game. That's why we were like, what the fuck happened to him? But that's why. That just reminded me of that. You saying you threw up. That was such a funny thing.
Anytime I get like to the point where I'm like pretty much blackout drunk, I puke every time.
So yeah, I've only thrown up from drinking like maybe 3 times.
I think for me, it's whiskey that makes me throw up.
See, what made me throw up? I'll get to that after this.
Which
Let
is
me tell my
bad because
story,
whiskey
New Year's.
is my drink of choice.
Yes, we should circle back to the original question, New Year's stories.
Yeah.
So my fun story is going into 2019, so New Year's Eve, 2018, New Year's Day, 2019.
Mhm.
I was at my frat house and a tree limb fell because it was really windy out.
Right.
Smashed the handle off my car door.
Nice.
That was fun. That's how I started my night. Said, fuck it, there's nothing I can do about it. Hopped in my car, went downtown, went to a bar that's not there anymore called Roberto's. That's
remember
where,
that bar.
all my frats are. All my frat brothers and everything were down there. And these guys kept buying bottles of champagne, would take a sip out of it. They were so drunk they would just hand it to me. So I kept getting bottles of champagne for free. So there's that. And then halfway through, it's like 12:30, so it's after the ball dropped and everything. I get a call from my best friends, the Pickos and my buddy David, and they're at a party just on the north side, so like 10 minutes from downtown.
Right.
Maybe 5. They're like, SOS, the party's getting shot up right now. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I gotta run to my car, speed over to him, pick him up, take him to my frat. So they're telling me that, the just got shot up. That was crazy. I was pissed drunk. Shouldn't have drove to pick him up, but I kind of sobered up once I heard that they're getting shot at.
Right.
They were like standing 5 feet away from a party, and somebody pulled out a gun, just started popping shots everywhere. Had a fight.
Nice.
And then, so I ended up just calling it a night there. Went home, spent 8 hours the next day trying to fix my door handle. Finally got it fixed. Go out to my frat. My buddy's like pissed drunk because it's later in the night. So I go pick him up from a bar, and as he's walking out, he grabs the door handle and just rips it out after 8 hours of fixing it.
Yikes.
So to this day, my passenger side door handle doesn't work. I refuse to fix it.
Same car still.
Same car, yes. I refuse to fix it. Because it's like an $800 thing to get fixed at an auto shop, but I'm not paying that because I could just open it up from the inside, which is what I have to do now. From my girlfriend gets in the whenever I'm driving with my girlfriend. Gotcha. I got used to it. But yeah, that was probably my craziest New Year's Eve story.
All right, so this is gonna be a random thing I want to like ask, and it doesn't pertain to anything other than drinking, really. Okay.
Okay.
But St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yes.
I think when St. Patty's Day is here, we should get pissed drunk and do the podcast.
Okay, I'm down.
And if you want, we can either do it from my house or your house.
Doesn't matter.
And like just do
Either
it, like hang out.
Problem is it takes a lot for me to get pissed drunk. You've witnessed this.
Well, you can pregame. I'll just get drunk as I'm doing it.
I am like a tank when it comes to drinking. Because that same night we were playing Valorant and you threw up everywhere, I was like 3/4 of a bottle deep, and I was just fine.
I'll buy you absinthe.
Fine. Absinthe? I don't like absinthe.
I don't either. It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Doesn't mix with anything either. I tried to mix it with things. I normally don't mix drinks. Not a big fan of it, but like
a rum and Coke is my go-to.
Like
actually just got a bottle of Kraken rum from Mike.
For me, if I have to taste alcohol, I'm just gonna drink it and go.
Yeah. But no, Kraken's really good. It's like a dark rum. It's very caramel flavored.
See, I've never had really nice rum in my life.
And it's a collector's edition bottle because it's the Kraken attacks Ohio, and there's just a Kraken on the bottle attacking Ohio landmarks and Ohio signs and all that. And it's pretty fucking goofy.
That's cool. You'll have to save me a shot.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. All right, we got a little off course there, huh?
A little bit.
Not really off course,
a little bit,
but a little tangent. Oh god.
Well, you want to get over to sports?
Yeah.
We could talk about that Ohio State game first, since we had already kind of segued to that a little bit.
All right, college football playoffs, baby. Both of us are disappointed from the outcome.
Yeah.
mainly because you're an Ohio State fan, live in Ohio, and I'm a Michigan fan, born and raised, and both of our teams lost.
Yep.
So I was so pissed when Michigan lost, and watching Ohio State lose by a missed field goal at the very last second was incredible to me. I was so ecstatic. Hyped as could
Like
be.
my thing, they were leading that game like the whole game, and then they threw it.
Yeah, both teams did. Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah,
Now I'm
it's
just expecting Georgia to completely shit stomp TCU.
yeah. We'll see if it goes that way though. This year's been like weird. It's like everything that I've expected. Like I guess expect the unexpected type of thing.
Yeah.
This year has probably not been a good year for sports betting.
Well, good thing, right? Starting in 2023, sports betting became legal in Ohio. For damn sure 5 minutes after midnight, I made my first bet, which was a 20-leg parlay on the Sunday's games.
Yep.
Every single thing in my parlay hit, except for the Browns losing. I needed the Washington Commanders to beat the Browns. I bet against my own team. Fucking regretted it. And that bet was one of the free bets was for 18 grand.
If there's one thing, never bet on Cleveland to win or lose.
Yeah, so they fucked me. I'm pissed.
Well, do we want to get into that game then real fast?
Sure.
Or are you still going?
I didn't really get to watch it, which sucked because I was at work.
I was at work too, but I watched a lot of the highlights. I didn't watch the full game, but I don't know, man. I'm still a little iffy on the whole offensive scheme. Obviously, the defensive scheme is, in my opinion, garbage. I'm not a fan of Joe Woods as a defensive coordinator.
I fucking hate Joe Woods with a passion.
Yeah, I don't want him in Cleveland anymore. I think they should have gotten rid of him last year. But, that's how it goes. It is what it is. Deshaun Watson looked terrible until the end. He pulled it out with 3 touch. Like the first half, he looked terrible. First half, he looked terrible. I think he had 2.5 average yards passing, overall as a Cleveland Brown until the second half.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he ended up throwing 3 touchdowns. Him and Amari Cooper really
hit
started to
connect. Amari Cooper had over 100 yards, I think.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, damn.
Again,
pulled it up.
Me personally, I think my least favorite thing about the offense is they don't run Chubb enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, they only gave him. I mean, he fucking workhorse it for him though.
I mean, yeah, 104 yards and 14 carries.
104 carries.
Yeah, 140
Holy
yards
shit.
and 14 carries. My bad.
Could you imagine?
So yeah, he averaged almost 7.5 yards per carry, and that's insane. He's one of the best, easily. I just feel like they need to utilize him more.
I loved the picture that they posted after of Myles Garrett and his selfie on the field. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
That shit was so goofy.
Grant Delpit had a hell of a game. Denzel Ward had an interception.
Yeah. Look at our boys go.
John Johnson was looking pretty good. Myles Garrett.
Grant Delpit had 2 interceptions. Yeah. Jeez. All right.
He's really starting to pan out. I was worried about him after he got injured and what was it, practice of his first year and didn't get to play.
Yeah, no, power to him.
Yeah, I was nervous, but he's fallen into place and he's doing really well.
A fucking guy. All right. Well, so what we alluded to earlier was not doing the podcast Sunday lets us be able to talk about this topic, but the super fucking scary thing that happened in the Bills Bengals game.
Yep.
Yeah, that with Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
For you who don't know, Damar Hamlin made a tackle onto T. Higgins, just like a routine tackle. Didn't look anything bad, and got right up, stood up, wobbled a little bit, then just passed out. It went to cardiac arrest on the field.
Yep.
Which was fucking insane to watch. Like, they had to do CPR on him for 9 minutes. They took him to the hospital and all that. They ended up postponing the game. And I don't even think they're going to play the game because they said within the next 2 weeks they're not playing the game. I think the NFL already announced that. But that was a kind of terrifying thing just to watch, especially live, because I was watching the game
Right.
and all that. So I remember you were asleep at the time because you slept all day Monday.
Yeah, I slept all
And,
day long.
I remember you jumped in the Discord. I was like, "Oh, did you see that happen?" You're like, "Oh, what? No." The shit was
I just
terrifying.
figured like there was some crazy play or something like that. I definitely didn't think anything like that had happened until you
Yeah,
told me to
like you
look
know
it
it
up.
was
Yeah.
real bad once you saw like all the players on the sidelines like in tears and all that. Like it was fucking terrifying, especially for them. Like I can't imagine how they were feeling on the field watching, basically like one of their brothers just almost die on the field. He is in so his uncle recently, like earlier today, said that Hamlin's still like fighting and all that, but he's in great hands right now. I know they announced, like his rep announced that on Monday night that he was in stable condition, but I think they put him in a medically induced coma to put a tube down his throat, a breathing tube.
Right.
While they're running tests and all that, so there's probably more to come from that. But the main thing I want to talk about too with this is the NFL and how much flack they're getting right now.
Yeah.
Like if you went on Twitter Monday night, there was thousands of tweets of that people just adding them to cancel the game. And the fact that they announced that at the start of this happening that the players had 5 minutes to warm up because they're going to resume play is complete and utter bullshit that they thought that.
Right.
I mean, the EVP of NFL came out and said, "Oh, that's not what we said. That wasn't that." But every announcer said that the league announced that this is what's happening. I don't know if you can really argue against that.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing about it, kind of ignoring the whole like how NFL was handling it situation, is just like if you have to have CPR done on you for 9 minutes, are you getting enough
It's not good.
oxygen to where your brain is going to be like okay, like when you get better?
Right.
So like,
I mean, shout out to the Bengals in that situation too. Because
Right.
once they announced that 5 minutes and they get ready to play again, the Bengals coach ran over to the other sideline, talked to the Bills coach, and everybody started walking off the field. Like I'm pretty sure the players decided they're not playing that game anymore
right. I
after
mean,
that happened, and like the fans and it was at Cincinnati. The fans and like the crowds were like very supportive of it. Bengals fans were outside the hospital and all that all night.
I mean, it's
Held their
terrifying to
respect towards
see
it.
because like realistically, that could have been anybody.
Yeah, and he's only 24 years old.
Right.
Which is crazy. But yeah, like I think the Bengals handled it well, and other NFL teams are handling it well. Like if you go over Twitter and Instagram and all that, they're all showing support in one way or another.
Right.
Like,
Hopefully,
I think
we
the
don't see
Browns
anything
changed
like
their
this again.
profile pictures to this. Yeah, hopefully not. And it's not like the argument of like head injury stuff. Like if you look at it, he didn't make contact with his head. That T. Higgins' helmet just went straight into his chest,
Right.
which is like a normal thing that happens. But like that shit's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
prayers out
hopefully,
to
yeah.
Hamlin.
Yeah, hopefully
Honestly.
everything goes well with the recovery. We're pulling for you.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You got
we move
anything?
past. No,
Yeah.
I just say we move past sports for now.
Yeah, I
Kind
feel
of
like
lighten
that.
up the mood a bit.
Well, I feel like that was pretty much like the main thing everybody's talking about right now.
Oh yeah,
So,
everybody's talking about that right now.
yeah, I feel like most eyes aren't really on any other games.
Exactly.
Well, in other news, I'll start out with a little bit of a funnier one. So, EDP 445, which for those of you that don't know, he was caught basically trying to meet a 14-year-old girl in order to engage in sexual activities. And he posted on Twitter the other day and said she wasn't 14, she was 15, you assholes. And
That makes it so much better.
Yeah, Keemstar screenshotted it and put EDP proves everyone has been lying about him. I can't read. Holy shit. And then EDP tried to clap back just by saying, I want to fuck Keemstar up before I die. And Keemstar quote tweeted it and said, what 13-year-old is using my name?
That was an incredible remark from Keemstar.
Like,
EDP is a disgusting fuck, for what he's doing.
No, I agree. And the fact that he's just making jokes about it now.
The fact that his argument, even if it was a joke, was she was 15, you assholes. Doesn't
that's
make it
what
better.
I mean. Like
that makes it worse.
He's joking about it, and it doesn't make it better. It's just as bad. Like, I don't know.
Something's wrong with that man.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like, back before all this shit happened, right? Like I thought he was funny. And now it's just like, dude, how far have some people fallen type of thing?
Right? Yeah, I used to think he was a funny fucking dude. Like, his shit was so stupid that it made me laugh.
Right.
But, like, yeah.
But, props to Keemstar. I feel like he handled this situation well and is really funny while doing it.
Extremely funny while doing it.
Keemstar's had his own fair share of controversies, but,
yeah.
You can't cancel Keem for some reason. He's just always...
he just keeps coming back. It's weird.
Yeah, he'll always be relevant. But,
somebody that is probably going to get canceled is Dana White.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah.
So, please know who Dana White is. He is the owner of UFC. He's owner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
owner of
CEO,
UFC. One of the things. He's the head honcho of UFC.
Yeah.
And New Year's Eve, there's a video of him. I believe it's in a nightclub, up in a box.
Yeah.
Of his wife smacking him, and then him just smacking her repeatedly. Not like a little playful thing. No, like smacking her hard.
Yeah, like it was rough to say the least. It did not make him look good whatsoever. Obviously, he put out an apology and says that it was fueled by booze. He says that he's extremely sorry. There's no excuse for it. But regardless, if that's the kind of thing that happens when you drink, that's...
Yeah, apparently the two of them are good now. They apologized to each other.
Yeah.
Said they were on good terms. Because
people
said, just looking at them before that happened, they were heavily intoxicated.
Right. And I guess, they said that they are good, but their biggest concern is for their kids. Which I guess they have already, discussed the incident with them. But, best of luck to them with that. That's...
Yeah,
domestic violence is not
it out.
okay, but hopefully they can work through it in one way or another, however they choose to handle it.
Yeah.
In other news,
everybody's favorite Top G.
Yeah, one of the biggest things. Yeah, Andrew and Tristan Tate getting arrested in Romania, detained on allegations of rape and sex trafficking.
Yeah, I don't know much on it. To be honest, I don't care enough about them to look into it as much. I mean, it's a cool thing not a cool thing. The interesting thing to look at, the story behind it and what's happening with it. But I care less what happens to those two.
Yeah, I mean, from what the Romanian police have said so far is that they're being extremely cooperative.
Yeah.
So it's basically if they find anything type of deal.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think that they went to Romania due to the police there being a little bit more lenient. So
I like how the police were able to find out he was in Romania at the time. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So right before this happened, he got in Twitter beef with Greta Thunberg. Is that her name?
Yeah.
The autistic climate change activist. 16. Was she 16 or something like that?
Yeah, something around there.
Yeah. Got in Twitter beef with her, and he made a video response back to her, and in the video, right in front of him, was a pizza box to a pizza chain that's only in Romania by his house. So the police saw that and said, "Fuck it, boys, load up, get your loadouts ready. Where we dropping?" Went right in and arrested him.
Yeah, I mean, it'll still be interesting just to see if anything actually comes out of it or not, because he's still posting on social media, so I don't know if they're out or not. I don't actually know if they've been, like, released while, like, everything's being
trying to
handled.
find her tweet. Her tweet was so funny to the matter of him getting arrested.
Well, she said this is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That shit had me rolling. That's like such a great response to that. Like
Well,
a
the
big
reason
fuck
she
you to him.
responded to that was because the whole like Twitter beef was him saying that he has all these cars that basically like burn a shitload of fuel and like basically face fuck the atmosphere.
Yeah. Like, why is he beefing with with her?
I mean, I know
Calm
why
the fuck
he's
down.
doing it. The whole reason is just clout. He's trying to push buttons and get more reach type of thing, because again, any type of publicity, even negative publicity, is publicity. But yeah,
I'm just reading more on this. Trying to read up on this a little bit while we're sitting here. Yeah, continue with whatever you want to talk about next.
honestly, I don't know too much more about it. When it comes to the actual like investigation, I don't know if they found anything. I know that apparently they're going to seize his vehicles within within the week.
Right here it says authorities also said one of the suspects raped a victim on 2 separate occasions in March 2022. At least 6 victims were allegedly sexually exploited by the organized criminal group. Interesting.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I guess there's any proof behind like the allegations or not. Because again, that's one of those things. It's like I don't know how they handle it in Romania, but in the United States, you're technically innocent until proven guilty, is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, again, it'll be interesting to see, I guess, how they go from there, and what all happens, what's found, and or what isn't found.
Yeah, I'll definitely probably look into it a little bit more, just because I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I know
he's good content for this to talk about.
Yeah, I know like he's very hated due to how he goes about the things he says, obviously, which I understand completely. I just don't know about the allegations and stuff that are going on right now, obviously, because I'm not them. I'm not anybody that is putting out the allegations, and I don't believe in like actually pressing charges against somebody until there's the evidence to do so.
Yeah.
Due to our
the way our legal system works.
Yeah. But that's all them.
I don't know if he's already out of jail.
I don't know if he's out or if he just has a lot of privileges while in.
I swore I saw on TikTok or something like that on Twitter, like him at a podcast talking about the whole situation. The stuff they took and all that. But I don't know if that's like
I don't know.
recent or if that's like an older thing, if he ever got arrested before.
But I know that one of the biggest things that was funny to me, at least, was everybody was like the pictures that they had of them getting arrested. They were like, these pictures actually go so hard, and we're putting like the explicit like album covers
like the
and
album
shit.
cover thing on it.
And like, not like as a fan of them or anything like that, but it was kind of they were kind of like cool. They would have made some good album covers.
Yeah, there's the one I'm looking at right now. Could go hard as an album cover.
So I guess if they ever decide to start rap careers, I mean, they got some nice album covers.
Some fire album covers
Yeah.
coming through. Jesus.
But as far as I can think of, I think that's about it for internet news.
Internet news, yes, I'd say so.
So I guess we can move on to gaming.
There's one other thing of news I want to talk about.
Okay.
Just history. So Nancy Pelosi recently stepped down as Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
So they are currently going through elections for that, and it's kind of going lopsided.
You gonna try and get your name in
Like, no. And because the votes keep coming to a standstill, I think they've done 2 or 3 votes already. There's no ever true winner. Everybody's saying they're not dropping back. It's like a shit show, in my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with that lately.
Yeah, when I was at the gym today, I was watching something on it because it was on the TV in front of me
I got you.
while I was running. So I said, fuck it, because I like to just stare at the TV when I'm running. Keeps you focused somehow.
Yeah, like how do I
So,
put
yeah.
it? Like, it's not that I don't pay attention to politics necessarily. It's just that there are lately, at least, I haven't, just due to the divide in America with politics. To me, it's just like,
Yeah, I hate how there's a divide.
to me, it's better, at least right now, just to not know almost like what's going on, because if I'm to mention it to anybody, most people just want to argue about it, because like
Yeah,
most people are one
politics
side
with
or
people.
the other, and they don't want to listen to like any type, they don't want to have like an actual genuine conversation about it, like with like back and forth type of thing. It's if it's not their point of view, you're wrong type of thing.
Yeah, that's why I hate talking politics. That's probably the one thing I hate most.
Right, and it's both
Just 'cause of
sides.
people.
Like it's not like just left. It's
Yeah,
not
not
just
like one
right.
side.
It's whichever. Like say I'm talking to like a Republican about stuff. If I'm showing any sign of like a Democratic like viewpoint on a certain subject, you know, they're going to get upset, and vice versa.
Exactly. I fucking hate it. Politics is stupid as hell. That's why I would never want to run for anything higher than just like a local thing, for like a township.
Right. You know, it's not
It's
stupid.
trusty. What?
Squirt.
Not doing this. Stop it. But no, speaking of squirt, I went to Sam's Club the other day and went to go buy some. Walked past an aisle, saw a 24-pack of squirt. I was like, "Oh, I'm getting that." And Lauren said, Lauren, my girlfriend said, "Oh, you're weird for buying that." And I was like, "Please don't say that, because now I'm gonna have to tell this to Tommy at the podcast, and we're gonna talk about squirt for 20 minutes." But I'm stopping the squirt talk now. We're not talking about it right now because we'll get on a tangent about the world's best pop.
Bro, it is caffeine free.
Stop.
Each can.
Unless Squirt wants to, sponsor us, then we'll talk about them all day long.
I could talk about it all day long.
I might tweet at them.
Just tweet at them. The podcast drops. We talk about it
Yes.
every podcast. Come on, we're the poster child for Squirt.
Oh, speaking of, sorry, back to internet news. What's happening with Logan Paul right now? Is he like in trouble for like scamming fans or something like that? Like CoffeeZilla?
I didn't. Is it Logan or Jake?
Yeah, YouTuber CoffeeZilla is going after Logan for his Crypto Zoo project and bringing it down, saying it was a scam and all that.
I didn't
A lot
know
of
that
shit's
there was a
happening there.
crypto project. I know that like
Yeah,
there
lot
was
of
a
shit's
big
happening with it.
controversy with Prime. A bunch of people that like actually use like pre-workout stuff and everything like that were saying that Prime doesn't actually have any of the stuff that you'd want to use it as a pre-workout like drink.
It's more of a hydration drink. So
Yeah.
like, drink while working out.
But
I
the
like
way
Prime.
that they're promoting
I
it,
drank one yesterday.
yeah, the
Pretty
way they're
fucking good.
the way they're promoting it, they're saying is like wrong, I guess, and that's where like the main controversy there is. But when it comes to the crypto thing, I don't really know. I don't have too much faith in cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just looked at Prime, and in the US, I can get it anytime. I can just walk to GNC and it's there.
Right.
Apparently, in like the UK, it's so hard to get that some bottles are selling for $50,000 on eBay right now,
What?
or priced at that.
Dude, I think you can buy Prime at fucking Walmart.
You can. Our
Yeah,
Walmart doesn't have it,
Yeah,
but like GNC right across the street, it's $3 for a bottle. Sure, I'll buy it every once in a while. The ice pop one is fucking amazing. That's the one I had yesterday.
it's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, but like it's so hard to come by. Like I watched The Sidemen, which KSI is a part of, Logan Paul's partner in this, And I've mentioned multiple times how people will sell a bottle of Prime in the UK for like 50 pounds, 60
Right.
pounds a bottle, when it's usually like $1.99 there.
Mhm.
Just fucking crazy to me.
I mean, hey, supply and demand.
I guess.
I mean, I would
Man,
never
it's
pay
hard
any.
to get there.
I would
No,
never
I would
pay over
never.
fucking retail for that drink though. Like it's
Yeah,
good, but
never.
it's not that good.
Yeah, I'd still rather have a Gatorade.
Right.
I'm drinking one right now. No squirt.
L take.
Ooh. Maybe that's what we can do next week. A draft of the best Gatorade flavors. Interesting. We're getting content as we're going through.
I'm actually I'll actually I'm down to buy each one. Do a sit there sip test.
Had every single one.
Oh, I have two. I'm
That's
just
what-
saying, like
I fucking love Gatorade.
you gotta drink each one though. You gotta get that flavor as you're rating it.
I don't need it. I know Gatorade way too much. No Gatorade more than squirt. All right, we're going off on a tangent. So you want to talk about gaming, right?
Yeah.
All right. Back to the other point where everybody clicks off, except for our 4 friends that watch this. Uh,
Which is weird because I feel like this is where like both of us are like the like most knowledgeable together in a way.
yes.
Like you know sports better than I do.
Yes.
I would say like certain things on the internet news I know more than you. Certain things you know more than me. It just kind of depends on the situation, I guess,
Yeah, but this we know
and who's
kind of
involved. But
combined
yeah,
together.
gaming we definitely
Besides
both know quite a
Valorant
bit.
esports, because I don't know that. Seen in the first episode.
But I guess the first one and probably the biggest one that most people that are into gaming, PC gaming in particular, would know about would be the League of Legends preseason is coming to an end sometime this week, which means season 13 will be starting. And that means that there are going to be a whole bunch of changes to items and champions, including buffs, nerfs, all that kind of good stuff. Hopefully they don't fuck it up, but it's Riot Games, so...
Hopefully they don't fuck up the 2 people I play. They only know how to play.
Well, Ash will
Just
always be in a
champions.
good state. Varus, on the other hand, I feel like he will be in a good state, though. They like him right now, so he'll be alright.
Thank God.
But
Because I refuse to learn more until I get good with one.
let's just hope they don't absolutely break an item or absolutely make some decent items completely worthless, like they always tend to do. Same with champions. In my opinion, right now, the only item in the game that needs a nerf is Jack Show. If they nerf Jack Show, we're chilling.
I don't even know what that is.
And it's a
So-
tank item.
All right. Nice. I just know point and click. And walk up too far up a lane and die.
Noah's very new to League.
Yes.
But in other news, one of the ones I'm most excited, like actually I would say I am the most excited for. At first it was Hogwarts Legacy, which I'll get to later, but Dark and Darker's playtest resumes on Next Fest.
Yes.
So the date for the playtest is presumably February 6th if they do it on the starting date. But we are extremely excited for that. It's literally the only thing that we talk about while we play games now. It's like, man, I really wish I could play Dark and Darker. When's it coming back?
It's become more of a meme.
It's a meme, but at the same time, for me at least, it's truth. Like I really enjoyed that game.
They post anything new in their Discord? They have not. But yeah, Next Fest, February 6th through 13th is when it should be here.
Yep, and
So,
I'm.
If you haven't played it, I highly recommend trying it. It's a shit ton of fucking fun.
Right. So, Escape from Tarkov.
Wiped.
Yeah,
My
they
life
wiped.
is being taken away.
They
again.
added Streets of Tarkov map, which is way bigger than most people expected, and I think it's only
4
about
times bigger than Lighthouse.
yeah,
Am I correct?
it's massive. It's a
Yeah, I
gigantic
think it's 4
map.
times bigger than Lighthouse.
And
Just
what we have
ridiculous.
now, I think they said isn't even half of the size of the full map.
jeez, that's gonna be awful. And it's a 20 PMC lobby, I think.
Yeah,
Right now.
it's a big one, and another thing is like player scavs are constantly spawning in to Streets of Tarkov, so you're always fighting players pretty much, whether they're scavs or PMCs. And
I have yet to touch it on a PMC or scav. I went in on a offline raid and just tried to explore a little bit, but that's the furthest I got on it.
yeah,
It intimidates me.
this patch also added Lightkeeper, which is the trader that is at the lighthouse, as well as a new boss that protects the area that he's at. I don't know what the new boss's name is actually. He just most
He's
people
a
I've heard
sniper,
just
right?
call him Antler Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very
The,
kitted. They wear hex grids. They have like kitted RSASs and shit like that.
Yeah. The only way to get to Lightkeeper is you have to get a quest for him.
You have to, yeah, you have to get a
Event.
quest item, and
You have to go like make like a beeping sound, and he disarms because the entire place going up to lighthouse where the Lightkeeper is filled with
claymores.
Claymores. Yeah,
Yep.
and he deactivates them all for that quest. So I can't wait to get that, see what that's all about. I haven't seen anybody go to it yet. I haven't watched many streams this wipe.
It's funny
Of
too,
it?
because if you hold that item out, the bosses will ignore you. You can walk up to the boss and the guards, and they just sit there and look at you.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
But they're terrifying looking because of their gear. And the boss, like, he literally is wearing like an antler crown thing. It's cool.
like, boy, can't wait to get to that mission.
Yeah, it looks very interesting to me.
Yeah, no, Tarkov's going pretty good so far. I mean, servers are still shit. I'm enjoying it again, I guess.
Yeah, I would say
Cool.
this wipe isn't
Enjoying it.
as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Streets runs better than most people thought.
Yeah, Lighthouse runs shittier than Streets.
Yeah, Streets runs really well.
I'll have to try out Streets, but I'm just intimidated by it. But I'd rather go into Streets than into Woods.
Woods
Woods
is just
gives me-
boring to me.
Woods gives me an anxiety attack anytime I'm in it, because I know I'm just gonna get domed.
I feel like Streets
Outta
is gonna be
nowhere.
the same way though, since there's so many levels and every building you can pretty much go up into every room.
At least I can try to run and hide.
yeah, that's
when I
true.
don't
There's
know
a
where
lot
you're
more
showing
hiding
from.
spots.
Woods, you cannot.
a lot more cover.
And it's so much better than Shoreline. Shoreline is probably my least favorite map. I fucking hate that place.
See, a lot of people's favorite map is Shoreline.
Fuck
'Cause they
that
like
map.
the resort. But
Fuck that map.
two games I wanted to talk about that are releasing soon. Dead Space, the remake, January 2017. That's a pretty big one that a lot of people are gonna like. Me included.
You just said 2017th.
I did.
You 2017.
27th.
Fucking idiot.
Jesus Christ. See, this is why, like, I don't know. I'm just talking, and then I'm tired, so my brain is
Rambling.
rambling. Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
happens.
and then Hogwarts Legacy, which was my most anticipated game before Dark and Darker comes out February 10th. Supposed to.
Yeah,
Those are dates for now.
my girlfriend's so excited for that game to come out. With Hogwarts Legacy, that February 10th is only for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox, like new gen.
Oh, so then the later
Anything on
gens are coming.
PS4 and Xbox One is coming in April.
Okay,
So last gen's April.
I got you.
I believe it's April. But yeah, they delayed that. I think it's not ready.
I'm
but
assuming
yeah, so
mainly
hopefully it's a good game.
for optimization reasons would be my.
Probably. I'm probably gonna play it. I've only watched half of the first Harry Potter movie. Don't know anything about it, but it just looks like a cool game.
I was gonna say I feel like
Oh.
it's you can go into it and still enjoy it. The world's really
And
cool.
the main reason I'm gonna play it is I'm hoping that I get entrapped in the lore like I usually do in any game, and it'll make me want to watch the movies just so I can make my girlfriend happy and watch a Harry Potter movie with her. Because she is. Like,
If you can
biggest
have the
Harry Potter
attention
nerd I've ever met.
span to sit through the movie, I will be proud of you.
Yeah, that's. I'll probably fall asleep.
But I don't know if you have anything else you want to talk about, but for me,
I don't know.
I think that's
Gaming
it.
wise, not really. I haven't really done much, you know. Oh yeah. So we started playing New World again today.
Oh yeah, they made a lot of
Yeah.
changes since last time we played it.
Yeah, I played it at launch. Amazon's game New World, the MMO.
I played it
And-
at launch. You played the week after.
Played the week after, but I no life the fuck out of it. I think I had like 120 hours in 5 days.
It was like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, because I was off for like a week, so I said, "Fuck it, New World it is." Didn't have school, didn't have anything. Just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna no life this game," and that's
And
probably gonna be the thing now. 'Cause
that's
what I tend
what
to
we're
do in
doing
games
right
like
now.
this.
Yep, we are.
Yep.
I actually started playing it again before Noah got my character to level like 20. You just launched New World, you son of a bitch. I see you. But yeah, I just started a new character yesterday. Not technically yesterday. And I played it all night. Noah went to bed, and then he got back on and was like, "So, what do you want to play? What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm on New World."
But he's been trying to get me to play New World with him for a couple months now to try to get back into it, and I've always just said no. But with me, if somebody takes the initiative, like he downloaded and started playing it, now I feel like I have to. So now I'm devoting my life to this game again. Like this is fucking a terrible time in my life right now. Tarkov wipe, playing New World again,
Learning League of Legends.
learning League, new
Dark and
fucking
darker
Valorant
around
season
the
drops in a
corner.
week.
Dark and
Yeah.
darker around the corner.
By the time next episode's out, not this one, fucking Valorant's new season's gonna be out.
Yeah, there's
only 5 days left, 6 days left.
Yeah, I even completely forgot about that, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. So, will I ever get to platinum? Who knows? I'm hard stuck gold forever. If I play against platinum diamonds, I play amazing.
Plays in gold lobbies. This doesn't go well.
No, it doesn't. I don't
It's
get
because
it.
you can't predict them, man. They just do random shit, I swear.
Yes.
But for me, I think I've covered everything.
Yeah, I think that's everything I had.
So,
New World?
Yeah. Gonna hop on New World. Thanks for watching. If you managed to stick all the way through it, we appreciate it as always.
If you manage to stick all the way through to the end, tweet at us and we'll send you a gift.
Oh boy.
Yep,
Do you have
I'll
a
send
gift
you a
in
gift.
mind?
Yep.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to hear about this after we end it. Yep, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night. Peace out.
Have a good one. See ya.